The president making headlines once again, this time for comments he made about refugees during his campaign rally in Duluth yesterday, claiming if Joe Biden is elected president, he will flood Minnesotans with refugees to cause overcrowding and inundate hospitals. Maria Bray spoke with immigrants here in the Med City on the president's words and joins us live in the studio tonight with how they are dealing with it. Maria.
Caitlin, the people that I talked to say that the words the president said could incite hate and harm for immigrants living in Minnesota. The comments Trump made is something they feel a president should never say.
Biden will turn Minnesota into a refugee camp, and he said that. Overwhelming public resources, overcrowding schools, and inundating your hospitals. You know that. It's already there. It's a disgrace what they've done to your state. It's a disgrace, okay?
But for refugees in Minnesota, those comments hit close to home.
No one wants to be a refugee. I didn't want it to be a refugee. It was not my decision.
Sood Olat came to the U.S. from Somalia as a child.
Their war and those countries, those people flee and seek a refugee in the United States. So when they come to the United States legally, it's you as an American to believe that they're just like people like you. They come like your parents came from Europe.
Abdullahi Farah says his parents were refugees from Kenya. He says immigrants do more than just take up space or overcrowd.
For us to be crowding, it's, those are ignorant words. He really doesn't know what he's talking about. And we have immigrant communities that are actually making Minnesota what it is today, contributing to our economy, and also, working in our healthcare, facilities.
700% increase, refugees coming from the most dangerous places in the world, including Yemen, Syria, and your favorite country, Somalia, right? You love Somalia. This guy loves Somalia.
Many fear the president's words will encourage acts of hate.
What do you think about young Somali Americans who are watching TV last night? What do you think? Someone can take a gun and attack those people? Where did they hear this information? From the president of the United States.
Farah said the president made similar comments about Minnesota Somalis in 2016.
In 2017, the mosque in Bloomington, where my mosque was bombed. And when that happened, that's when, we had like a really awakening to get more involved and to claim our voice and to not treat this scapegoating and, these type of words lightly. It is not okay. And so what I would tell him is grow up and, and know that, we are voters and we are part of Minnesota.
The president also made negative comments about Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, saying, quote, "She's telling us how to run our country. How did you do where you came from? How is your country doing?" End quote. Rally goers chanting, "Lock her up." Tonight, the Congresswoman is speaking out.
And it is no surprise that he is so fearful of winning Minnesota that he has to resort to this hate, because what he knows is that the Democratic power in Minnesota runs through turnout in the 5th Congressional District. And we are going to make sure not only does he not win Minnesota, but that he doesn't get back to the White House.
Tomorrow in Minneapolis, there will be a rally against hate of immigrants, Muslims, and Somalis. In the studio, Maria Bray, KTTC News.